and dancer by profession. A trained Bharatanatyam dancer for the past 17 years. Miss Universe India finalist in 2016. She is the winner of popular TV show India's Next Superstar. She is also the winner of Mumbai Fresh Face 2015. Karate brown belt and skating champion. She is also a graphologist and analyzes handwritings too. Let's welcome Miss Natasha Bhardwaj with a huge round of applause. Woo!
Oh my God. Something take away my speech or something? Someone make my speech over? Yeah, thank you. This is the first time I'm giving a speech, so I think what Simran sir said and what Green sir has actually said is going to help me, and I hope that I'm able to carry this forward. This is actually quite informal, and I feel like really overdressed, but it's okay. Let's do it. I mean, how old are we here? 18, 19, 20? Chalo, theek hai. 20, it's okay. We're good. So, a very good afternoon to all of you present here. Oh, I feel like a teacher. First of all, I'd like to thank the Rotary Club of SIES College. Thank you so much for having me here. It's an honor and a privilege. All the speakers earlier that I've had the privilege to hear have made us party to such thought-provoking addresses. It feels great to be here to share my experiences at such an esteemed and somber gathering. So I was asked to share my views on personality development. Wow, I mean, personality is so subjective. There is no particular formula, or I cannot, or no one can, lay down guidelines to, okay, this is what you need to do to have a great personality. It is very subjective. Now, all I can do is talk about my experiences and my idols who have helped me to be who I am today, who have shaped me as an individual. Now, how is personality developed? Personality is developed through social interactions, experiences, and our family plays a pivotal role in shaping it. Now, I have to say, because I'm a big fan of my mother. I mean, she is the strongest woman. She has supported me and she has stood by my side rock solid. She is, I'm a product of a single parenthood. She's brought me up for a good 21 years and she still continues to do a good job. She's got white hair, and having a kid like me, I can understand. I'm quite a tough kid that way. बहुत परेशान किया है. So anyway, moving on. I have been pampered, I've been scolded. The way I've been brought up is like an iron fist with a velvet glove on. I've been scolded and pampered, and मतलब मैंने बहुत बदमाशियाँ की हैं, so it's been kind of a balance. So for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be an actor. And I remember watching K3G. कितने लोगों ने देखी K3G यहाँ पे? Come on guys, उन्होंने नहीं देखी है? Please तो busy, क्या हो रहा है? Great. So when I watched K3G, I told my mother that Mama, I want to become an actor. मैंने decide कर लिया. That movie had such an indelible impact on me, particularly Katrina Kapoor's character. ये कौन है जिसने मुझे मोड़ के दिया? Wow. And आते मुझे यही चला था मेरे दिमाग में, कौन है जिसने मुझे मोड़ के दिया? So that was something that kind of stuck with me, and I was quite small. We were all quite young, like a very impressionable age. So that kind of stuck with me. But of course, as I grew up, my reasons of becoming an actor kept changing as I got to know more about the craft. I watched films. I tried to dig deeper, basically. Now let me give you some intel. My family is pretty academic. We have engineers and businessmen. My mother is a doctor. She's a cancer specialist and an advocate. She's the most qualified lady in India. And here I am. Why acting at the end? But that's the thing, she always gave me wings to fly. And I'm the first one to step into the creative world. And actually I've been asked this question pretty seriously, Kate. Are you in any way related to Vishal Bharadwaj? I'm like, bro, no, that's not the scene. I have an extra A. But anyway, so when I was younger, probably in my 12th grade, I started to think that how am I going to get to where I want to go? Because everybody around me was getting into law or medicine or advertising and various other fields. And that's when I decided to have a backup plan. I don't belong to the film family. How am I supposed to make my way through? So I started studying for my CLAT because medicine to hoga nahi na, arts not gonna happen. So I started to prepare for CLAT. I gave my CLAT exam and I didn't get a good score. Matlab, it was really bad. So I decided and I realized that this is not my calling. So then after that, on my way along, I met a lot of people who believed in me. They motivated me, and some people who did not believe in me. And they obviously came up with things and they told me that, this industry is so tough and, you're not from a film family, you're not going to make it anywhere. And the kind of things that you have to do. It's your personal choice, honestly, to be very honest. And, damn. So anyway, I focused on the good. And then I was told that you're a girl. You know how difficult that is? जब कोई मुझे ये कहता था ना कि तुम लड़की हो तुमसे नहीं होगा और ये मुझसे actually काफी लोगों ने बोला. A lot of people have told me that you're a girl. It's kind of really tough. Be it a guy or a girl, it's tough anyway. Any industry is tough. It's not only the film industry. It's every industry. You have to work your way through. You've got to put in the hard work. And because this is not the way I've been brought up, single mom. She's always told me to fly high and that the sky is your limit and go even above and beyond. So, and after this comment that I heard, I came home and I have to tell you about this encounter. My house help was doing the dishes and she got her daughter home. And it was a weekday, so I thought, what is she doing in my house on a weekday? So I asked her, do you have vacations on or what is it like? She said, no, I just don't go to school. And I was kind of concerned that why is that so? I went up to her mother and I asked her, why doesn't your daughter go to school? And she said, no, I have a son and a daughter and I can't afford to send the both of them to school, so I only send my son. It's because he is going to carry forward what we have. He's going to be able to help me more. He is more capable than my daughter. And that she will have to be married away at some point in time and there is no use. You know how, all of us over here are so privileged to be sitting here and studying because I want this for every girl. Because I feel so strongly about this. Women are beautiful. Look at yourselves, man. Look at you, so pretty. So that was trigger point. And I was like, you know what? I have to do something about this. So my mother taught me to always believe in myself and work hard because there is no substitute for hard work, none whatsoever, which we've heard, of course, before. So that's all I did. In my first year of college, Fresh Face happens every year. They come to college. They came to Jai Hind, my college, and I happened to participate. I won in my college. I went on to Fresh Face Mumbai. I won that too. And then I went on to Fresh Face India to represent Mumbai. Wow, what an experience. Performing was so much fun. And when they were announcing the results, I came second. Dude, that's so bad. For me, I was like, that moment was like a knife to my heart. I'm not being melodramatic, but that's what I feel. And that was good. Takes me back because you don't win a silver, you lose a gold. And this is what I thought at that point in time. I was really upset, and my mother told me that, you've done me proud. There are going to be lots of more things that are going to come your way. You're going to succeed and you're going to fail, but this is the process. And my friend told me, which is my best friend, she happens to say that, Natasha, you're like an arrow. And I'm like, what the hell do you mean by I'm an arrow? It does not really make sense. So she told me that an arrow needs to be stretched back in order to hit its aim, in order to hit bullseye. It worked. It actually worked. I kind of had this boost that came right in my head. So after I loathed myself in self-pity, I dusted myself and I got back up. I knew that nothing was going to stop me. So soon after, in the second year, I was a finalist for Miss Universe India 2016. a completely different space. It opened me up to such different experiences, a different world altogether. And since I adored Priyanka Chopra and I've watched her all my life, I've always tried to learn from her. And I've always tried to be the best version of myself and be prepared. Now, I didn't know how to walk the ramp. I did. So I watched, I learned, and I created an individual style. Now, during the pageant, there were all these bloggers, and the pageants follow karte, and they start writing about the contestants. They wrote about contestants, they wrote about me. My friends, my family, and my mother who were diligently on their phones, looking out for me, they said that they're writing really good stuff about you. They're saying that you are a dark horse and that she started to be the winner. Dude, that's a boost, man. That's like confidence. So my confidence was to another level, but I never stopped working hard. I worked as hard as ever. So the day arrived of the grand finale of Miss Diva 2016. After a month of pageantry and shooting that we shot with Lara Datta, beautiful woman, I was standing on that stage. I had my loved ones, I had all the love support and all the cheering going on, and my confidence and my high heels. Guys, be confident and do it in high heels for the girls. Always works. Always. Trust me. Higher the heels, better the confidence. So there was this exquisite big stage and exquisite garment I was wearing, which I managed to walk in and high heels on. And they started announcing top 6. Guess what? Not me. No Natasha Bharadwaj. I was so upset. I was really upset. And that point in time, I was crying. I was in my room. And I remember my friend here who was shooting this, he called me up and he congratulated me. And I told him, but I didn't win it. And I felt so bad. I was devastated. I went back to my room, wrapped up in anguish and shell shock for the subsequent days. My self-worth and efficacy dipped to an all-time low. And at this point in time, my mother gave me the most important, the most valuable piece of lesson she could give me. She said to me, Beta, don't be afraid by the tall walls that are in front of you. Don't let them push you away. Be the grenade to shatter it, to break it. And that is when I said that nothing doing, boss. I'm doing it. There's nothing that's going to stop me. Ek aur failure aa gaya na, koi nahi. Let's add it to your kitty. Let's make it your best friend and move ahead with it. So then, wow man, that's a lot. And then when I reflected upon it, I realized that sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. This was a learning experience, and I believe no one is ever too old or too experienced to learn. And this again comes from my mother, because she has just finished her MA in Pali. And that's what I adore about her. She can constantly learn, change, adapt, and evolve. Because at the end of the day, all of us want to do is be the best version of ourselves. We don't want to go out there and make a fool of yourself, right? You want to be the best, but sometimes what are you have to make those mistakes, but it's okay. It's part and parcel. And no matter what you do in life, there are going to be moments where you're going to feel like, bro, bas, ab ho gaya hai, ab nahi hoga. Like, I'm done, I have to give up now, I have to stop. Now that is the moment you have to wait and you have to think that why is it that you ever started? Why? The why is very important. Why did you, there's going to be no reason good enough for you to stop chasing your dreams. You need to give yourself that fair amount of time. If you don't give yourself it will never come your way. You'll always be frustrated with what you're doing. People like Nawazuddin Siddiqui, who we were talking about earlier, who has made such an impact, Priyanka Chopra, Michelle Obama, our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, all of these people, they have gone from where to where. So after Miss Universe India happened, I went back to college, I finished my second year, and I started participating in all the college fests, because it's really difficult to keep me off the stage and off the camera. It's difficult. I love being on stage. So then, I think this was towards the end of my third year, that this wonderful opportunity came to me to be part of this show called India's Next Superstars. And I was really nervous, excited, because there were these mixed emotions that were going on in my head. And I was like, I thought to myself, it's a reality show, I never thought I'd do it. But then I also thought to myself that how many people get to perform in front of the biggest filmmakers, Karan Johar and Rohit Shetty, every week? These are my dream directors, I want to work with them. They've created some amazing cinema and I want to be part of it. I said, that's it. This is my calling. I'm going to do it. I jumped right in. That's when my journey commenced. I packed 5 suitcases. Bade wale 5. So एक से जूते के heels, all sorts of heels and flats and whatever. So I went in all packed, suited, booted. And after a month of workshop, our entire team went on set. Our set was in Filmistan. And we were going to shoot for our very first performance. So my first performance was an interesting twist, an interesting take on the film Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. Me and my co-star Sharik, we performed it and we went off stage and we had to come back. Oh, for the comments. It was, oh my god, I've never felt so frozen in my life. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because we gathered the strength, we took a deep breath and we walked on stage and we're standing. Kaun baitha tha? Karan Johar, Rohit Shetty, chalo, theek hai. Priyanka Chopra. Very first episode. And I'm like, dream come true. I don't want to fall off the stage. I'm just really glad at this point that I didn't fail. क्योंकि वो feeling आ रही थी मुझे कि भाई कोई chocolate दे दो कुछ कर लो. Because I was like, what the hell is happening? And then of course, the comments came by. They said that this was one of the best performances. It was flawless and there was honesty. Sharik and I looked at each other and were like, what just happened, dude? Did that really happen? So yeah, and then after that I was told to talk about myself, and all I could say is that I'm so grateful to be here and how hard my mother has worked to get me up here, and that the way Priyanka Chopra affects the audience, I want to do that. आप लोग तो फिल्म देख के कभी रोए होगे? You must have had a laugh. It's what do you feel? जब कोई when someone's acting, what's the job of an actor? To make you feel an emotion. I want to do that. And I couldn't say anything else after that. So Priyanka Chopra came up to me and she hugged me. And she said such beautiful, rich words to me that are going to go to my grave. I don't share those things with anyone, but that is what kept me going for the entire show. And that is something that will keep me going for the rest of my life. Now, after this, there was something really interesting that had happened actually. This was like a 4-month experience, really hectic and rich in experience. I forgot to eat, sleep, and practically do anything. We were only performing, rehearsing, going from one place to the other, trying to finish stuff. And this is when the entire crew of India's Next Superstars came together as a family. Now, there was this most embarrassing moment, and actually one of the best moments that happened. This was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks into the show. Hello, ma'am. 2 or 3 weeks into the show. Where Mahesh sir walked in. Mahesh Bhatt, the revolutionary man who's created such wonderful cinema and has lived such a beautiful life. So we had like a 2-day really hectic schedule. And we're sitting in front of him and we have to take this shot जहाँ पे हम सब बैठे हैं and he's addressing us. We are literally dozing off in his face. No kidding. We're dozing off in his face and we're feeling really embarrassed but नींद आ रही है क्या करें? Like Tom and Jerry देखा how Tom puts his how Tom puts like tape on his eyes. वही हालत हो गई थी. I was putting ice packs on my face to keep myself up. And that was how I met Mahesh sir for the very first time. That's how I'm going to remember it. But I feel so blessed to be directed and mentored by him throughout this difficult period, which was so emotionally, physically, and mentally tough. He brought another element to the show and had a major impact on learning us and our skills. The other ways in which your personality develops is by the roles of your mentors and your peers. What are the roles they play in your life? It is only when you are subjected to controlled, pressure-filled environment that you experience and explore the true sides of your personality. Now, I have performed a couple of times in front of Mahesh sir, and I actually did pretty decent. मतलब खराब acting में नहीं, pretty decent. कि you know, Mahesh sir is not having any problems, and जब Mahesh sir डांटते हैं ना, बहुत बुरा लगता है. मुझे बहुत डांटा है सर, I know. So there was this one act I had to do, and I was 2 minutes into the act, I realized that I'm messing up big time. Like, what do? I can't stop. I can't do anything. I have to finish this. So I finished it, and Mahesh sir looks at the contestant sitting. He looks at me, and then he holds my hand and he says, "Natasha, you were a disaster." I was smashed. You were a disaster. He said it with so much ease. I'm like, sir, aap aise? I felt so bad. But then, when I went back into my own space, I started to think. And that's when I realized Mahesh Bhatt had taught me how to embrace my disasters, how to make them your best friends, because they're going to help you. The next performance, I was back with a bang. Redemption was truly mine and I gave a great performance. And that was unreal. Now Mahesh Bhatt is I call him the magician. You know, he holds your eyes, he holds your eyes, he holds your hand, he looks into your eyes, and he doesn't look into your eyes, he looks into your soul. And he takes out the best in you. And I have had the privilege to experience that. Karan Johar and Rohit Shetty, I got to see them up close, and they are where they are because of the way they conduct themselves, the hard work, the resilience. They're such humble people, and the want for excellence. You and me, as the youth, should strive for excellence each day, and should never forget that we exist on planet Earth for a reason. It is very important to remember that one's own perceptions and reactions to these interactions lead to the development of a personality, and it is a continuous process. You're constantly learning, changing, moving. To the end of this, I'd like to quote a quote, and this is something I've actually been, that it keeps me going all the time. It's a quote by Octavia Butler. In order to rise from its own ashes, a phoenix must first burn. Thank you very much, guys. It's been...
Thank you, ma'am. So, do we have any questions for her? Do we have any questions for her?
Yes. How do you deal with criticisms? Like you have spoken about so many milestones that you have achieved. So how have you dealt with the criticism that you have got? Obviously, you must have got some.
Yeah, a lot of criticism comes your way when you are in this creative field. But you need to choose what is the right criticism, what is constructive for you, and how you can work on those. Because a lot of people will say, what have you done? It still makes sense. But someone like Mahesh Bhatt telling you that you messed up, you need to know what the people who are correct to guide you, because they don't mean it in that way. So that's, you take the criticism selectively. Yes.
Actually, everyone has a dream of becoming an actress. Yeah. So I just want to know, जैसे हम बड़े होते हैं ना, हमें इतना सुनने को मिलता है कि नहीं, that industry is not really good, and only the film kids like Kareena Kapoor and all, they get totally naked to that point. So I just want to know how it is actually the industry, and do we have that place to go over the top till like Priyanka Chopra?
See, Priyanka Chopra, where did she start from? Who was she?
Yeah.
She wasn't part of the film fraternity.
Yeah, right.
She didn't miss, she won Miss World. And then things started opening up. So there are things that start opening up. You don't need to give up. You need to give yourself that fair time. And coming to the industry, how it is the way it is. You actually have to get inside to know what it is. And I am in it, but you have the power to make your own choices. And nothing's right or wrong. What is right for you might be wrong for someone else. So if you decide to make a certain decision, that is what your decision is. And it's as simple as that. Yeah.
Any low point you've got in all these years that tried to draw you back from what your goal was? And if there was such a low point, then how did you get from?
I've had immense low points. They've been like, and it's not like just like that. They're down and up, and it's really crazy. But I think the one thing that always kept me going is that I had a really strong mother. She's always told me that, Beta, just believe in yourself and go for it. There are going to be people who are going to be talking rubbish. There are going to be people who are going to let you down all the time, but you just need to ignore that and concentrate and focus on what you want to do and how you want to do it, and do it your way.
You had a very tough competition in India Next Superstar. So how did your competitors play a role in your progress, or did they demotivate you?
No, actually, this was, I'm so glad that you asked this. I forgot to mention that. So no, all of us, we all were actually in the same boat. Everybody felt the exact same thing at one point in time. Because when you're in that closed space, where you don't have your phones, you cannot interact with your parents or your friends, you all suddenly have this, you have your blinkers on. So everybody knows and सब अपने काम से मतलब रखते हैं, and we help each other. All of us were really helpful. I mean, कुछ लोगों से नहीं बनती है, at a very personal level, but otherwise everybody was super super helpful, and they were always there. I was always there, and they were always there. So it was smooth that way. Thank you.
I went to a small modeling competition, and honestly, there I got to know there was one person who went to that Miss Navi Mumbai or Miss India competition. They told me that their models are treated like hazards, and they told me that it exactly happens as it happened in that fashion film or that famous film. Is it true that we don't get that respect as a model?
As a model, see, I walked the ramp too before Miss Universe India also, and it is the garment that you display. Now it depends on you how you treat yourself, because I have met a lot of girls who don't care. They're like, "ठीक है, जैसे भी treat करना है, I'm getting the money, I'm getting the clothes, I'll wear it, I'll go and I'll come back." It's the way you approach things. I've never taken shit from anyone. I've not. You disrespect me, I'm sorry, boss. I'm out. Just find another model to wear your garment. Simple. It's the way you get it.
Anybody else? So thank you, ma'am, for sharing your inspiring story with us, and you are such an inspiration for everyone. Thank you.